So this is an early look at some of the clearing that took place. Right after the land was cleared, some people didn't have time, that some only had roughly 2 weeks to move. There were, in some areas, cows still roaming around. Some of the fencing was actually made from barbed wire left over from the fences of people's farms. And there was so much talk about, well, what's going on over there? And, you know, talk to so-and-so, he just got a job. And you'd talk to so-and-so and he'd say, I have no idea. They tell me to weld these pipes, I weld these pipes. That's it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. And Toni and her graduating class were very curious, and they thought, you know, when I finish high school, I'm going to go get a job over there, and I'm going to see what's going on over there behind those fences. And this is just some early construction of one of the plants. The size and scope of this endeavor, one of the plants would turn out to K25 would be the largest building in the world under one roof. 44 acres of floor space. So you can imagine the kind of supplies that need to show up to build a town from scratch, including a plant that's going to be, you know, the largest building in the world. So the joke started to be everything's going in and nothing's coming out. You'd see, perhaps this was best illustrated at the border of the reservation where employees of the Louisville and Nashville train line would, they'd turn over control of the train cars to people working for the Manhattan Project. And what these guys would see is hundreds of millions of feet of lumber and tankards of various chemicals and food and bricks and cement, all of this stuff. They turn over the train cars and the train cars just come out empty. And every time the train cars would go in full and the train cars would come out empty. They never saw tanks coming out. They never saw munitions coming out. They saw nothing coming out. Because what was coming out was maybe the first shipment, maybe 2 or 3 teaspoons of uranium in a coffee cup-sized canister in a briefcase strapped to somebody's wrist. So from the outside world, and even for the people inside, there was all of this activity and all of this stuff, and you never saw anything leave.